after Yosef tells Paro, after Joseph tells Pharaoh about the 7 years of plenty, he tells him there are going to be 7 years of plentiful crops, tremendous abundance of food. So then there will be 7 years of famine. But he adds something at the end. At the end of his prediction, he tells Pharaoh that he needs now to find a man who is wise, clever, and insightful to run this operation of gathering food in the first 7 years so that it will be available for distribution in the later 7 years. And Rabbi Elia Lopkin asked the question, why does he need, why does the prescription require a man who's wise and insightful? Surely all we need is a good manager. A good manager. They're going to collect the crops from the different farmers. They're going to take a certain percentage. They'll put it in storehouses and fine. What's the problem? Why do they need someone so clever and so wise and so insightful? The answer is, he says, is because there's going to be such plenty. Yosef was able to foresee such plenty that people will be unable to store it at all. When there's such an abundance, when there's so much food, it becomes absolutely unbelievable that there could ever be a famine. And that's what it was. There was 7 years of plenty to such a degree that no one could ever imagine that there just wouldn't be food. There was just so much food, it was almost impossible to take this project seriously. And that was what the wise and insightful person needed. Someone who could foresee from the days of plenty into the days of famine, of starvation. It's the same thing. We have the same problem in the days of summer when it's so boiling hot. It's so impossible to go and buy yourself a winter coat. It just looks so ridiculous. You can't even imagine what it is to be cold when the weather is so warm, or vice versa. So therefore, this was almost an impossible task that Yosef had to undertake. He had to basically drum it into people's heads that this is a very serious business. They needed to store that food in a proper way. And ultimately, the only one who actually succeeded in storing huge granaries of food was Yosef himself. The local farmers had also been told to store food, but none of them succeeded. No one had any grain. Once the days of starvation came, no one had any grain except for Yosef. And he had so much grain, he was able to not only supply Egypt, but the entire civilized world of those days. From all over the world they came. They came with their gold and their silver, and they bought the granary, they bought the grain that Yosef was selling. And of course Yosef made a huge killing on the market, and Pharaoh was the one who gained from this whole project. But the idea that comes over here, a very important idea to us, is as well, we are in a similar situation to those Egyptians. We are the same as those Egyptians. Because we live in a world where the need to grow ourselves through Torah and mitzvahs seems almost superfluous. Who needs it? Who needs it? We've got the self-help books, we've got prosperity, we've got the career market. People are perfectly happy to live without Torah and mitzvahs. What do we need Torah and mitzvahs for? So here comes the message. The message of the Torah is that these are the years of plenty, when mitzvahs are all around us, the opportunity to kindness, the opportunity to grow ourselves, to improve ourselves, to bring out our potential, are endless opportunities. We've got classes, we've got teachers, we've got opportunities to learn things, to do things, the different areas we can work on. Is the area of doing acts of kindness, the area of prayer. All of this helps to us become spiritually great people. But it's almost impossible. Who needs spiritual greatness? Who needs spirituality? Just give me some money. That's what I need. That's what most people say to us. Just give me the cash. Just give me the good times. Give me good health, and I'm away. I'm fine. Don't tell me how to live my life. But these are the years of plenty, and they're not the years that we have in the next world. The years beyond the grave, or when what we'll need, what we really need, what will be our sustenance, what will be our food and drink, what will be our true future, is the spiritual greatness we accumulate now in these years of plenty. This is the time to especially work on ourselves, to make of ourselves great people, and we can only do that with our study of Torah, the fulfillment of mitzvahs, getting to know Hashem through prayer and through our service of Him. We have to let's be wise, let's be insightful, let's focus on that. Even though it's years of plenty in terms of spirituality, they're going to be years of poverty unless we do something to store up a granary of spiritual greatness for ourselves.